Alright, greetings one and all. How's everyone doing? I hope very well. I got displayed out in front of me a bunch of knives. I wanted to talk about Dangler sheaths, and I wanted to share an idea for kind of making your own Dangler sheaths, or at least a DIY Dangler. Because, well, I'll explain. I'll turn the camera down and I'll show you. Okay, so a lot of these have been shown on my channel. Mora Garberg, Bushcraft Black. Got two different Mora knives, which I have more, but these end up just being a backup knife simply because I don't like the carry option. Both of these have the same carry option. I love the plastic. I don't mind the plastic at all. But see, the difference between that and the Bushcraft Black is I've got, see, this to me is a superior sheath. Ow, cramp in my foot. Simply because it has this portion here that can be hung on my belt. And I have carried this knife like hiking or something, because it's got the ferro rod, which I think is actually, is this one broken? I don't know. Anyway, one of my ferro rods actually cracked, so this one, because it has a little bit of give too. You know, with this it has some movement, whereas these would be just, you know, where you put it is where it's going to stay. So, and then this little add-on with the Garberg, it just slips over the knife. But I think this thing, in my opinion, this thing is a pile of crap. So I didn't want to carry it, and I didn't like the look of the photo, the sheath that it came with. So I thought, well, maybe I'll make my own damn Dangler. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this is a Mora Garberg. It's actually a really nice knife. I just, you know, it's a really nice knife. And I like to carry it a little bit more often, but I need to get a better Dangler option now. So these are my big Danglers. You know, I got the LT Wright GNS with the great Danglers just on a D-ring. So, you know, I can let this hang. I get a little bit of freedom of movement with it. In fact, I actually have two of these. This one was a gift from Hidden Woodsman, and then this is one I purchased quite a while back. So great blades, and both of them on Danglers. And then of course my BK7. It's on a really big D-ring with a nice big Dangler as well. You know, I love the fact that they didn't overcomplicate it. And now that I'm looking at this, I really like that they put the screws and the holes through like that. I really did that. I might have to rethink what I was going to do now. Well, I'll at least use my idea for a couple. And then this one here was made by a friend of mine on Facebook. He does his own leatherworking, and he made me a knife for the butcher knife, a sheath for the butcher knife. And it's also on a Dangler, which gives me, you know, a lot more freedom of movement, which I appreciate. So this is such a great sheath. More so because it's got my logo on it. Love that. Anyway, get those out of the way for real quick. Move the BK. So this one I've been wanting to carry a little bit more often, except that it's got the sheath, you know, it attaches to my belt, but because of my stomach and my muffin top, it's you know, it kind of sticks me in the handle, you know, will poke me in the side, and I got no freedom of movement. So what I want to do is I want to try to do a DIY Dangler and have it coming up the sheath, so I can actually carry this a little bit more often, because it's a really great little knife. I think it was like $38 on Etsy. Nice big comfortable handle. I think I did a video on this, but pretty sure I did a video on this. But I like to, you know, use this more, and you use the Mora more, the Garberg, but I want to improve the carry. So I'll show you what I'm thinking. All right, so what I did is I jumped on Amazon and I bought a whole roll of 2-inch webbing. Oh, that's pretty thin. It might work, but it's pretty thin. Thinner than I thought it was going to be. And I also bought should have pre-ripped this, but I also bought some of these clips. Now I got the 2-inch because I decided to go with the same size as the webbing. So it just fits through here like this, if it will go through. There you go. And then I do want to stitch this on there though, but so then I'll have I'll be able just to clip it onto my belt. So I got the 2-inch buckles. Oh, and it comes with a couple of these too. Actually comes with 6 of these, so pretty sure these are like the adjusters. I may not need them, but so it's these. So I got 6 of those and then 6 of these buckles. So let me and by the way, all of this was like less than $20. So let me go get some scissors and I'll see if I can make at least one for this knife. Alright, so what I was thinking is, what I would do is I would run a loop through the belt loop. Just do a loop and then attach another piece to that loop and then come down and hook on. So I get a pair of scissors and a lighter. So what I do is I want to cut a new clean end. And I got the lighter just so it doesn't fray. Okay. And I'll try to, I got plenty big rolls, so I'll just cut off more than I need. See if I can fight this through without so it perfectly went through, no problem. So what I'm going to try to do is figure out how much I need. I want at least 2 inches across. So I think I'm just gonna, because I can trim off some of this extra and just kind of, they actually make a fabric glue. I don't know if I have any more. Fabric glue would work really well if it would, and this stuff should hold. I actually used to keep it in this container here. This is my little sewing thing. I could run down to the fabric store and buy some. This is actually outdoor thread. It doesn't rot like regular thread does. At least so I'm told. And I've got 2 big sewing needles in here. And I just got some of these binder clips to help hold the fabric. So let me ponder off camera and I'll prep my needle too. You know, I was thinking while I was threading my needle painstakingly, and that is, you know, I could go to a sheath maker and have Dangler's sheaths made for everything that I want to carry. Problem is, if you don't have the money, what are you going to do? I mean, I can't just pull the money out of my ass. I mean, if I could do that, I'd be walking funny. You know, so this is kind of where I've got to do this if I want to have something nice. But It's like, you know, I mean, I don't doubt the craftsmanship of their work in the least bit. I mean, I know they do amazing work, and I'm sure I'd be very happy with the sheaths they made, but you know, when you don't have the cash, I mean, what are you gonna do? So you gotta resort to DIY. So just some thought. Alright, so I think this will do it for part 1. I just break these in half for easier viewing, plus anything over 10 minutes crashes my computer, or shuts it down, I should say. So yeah, so stay tuned for part 2. Literally be right up after this one.